Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. All games might count the same, but some carry a little more juice. And when you get to this point in the season, a couple of teams in the top 10 fighting for their playoff lives and positioning, this one feels a little special. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, there is some intrigue to this matchup between Michigan and Oregon. These are not teams that play often, but with this new revamped Big Ten, we are going to see this matchup more and more. What makes this really interesting is the history of Kyle Whittingham, the new Michigan head coach, against Oregon. He played them well and beat them often when he was the coach at Utah. We'll see if that adds a new little wrinkle into this matchup here today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Follows his blocks. It's Davison. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Moore. Looking for a deep man. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Underwood. Rush right in his face. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Out wide left, it's Buchanan. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Underwood on the play action. Looking to the big tight end. Lost the defense, he's wide open. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to go.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll go play action with Moore. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. You'll take any help you can get with that penalty yardage, but it's still 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the ground with the counter. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. This matchup, 2 teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with a dub.
Right, and what does it do? It sets up the seeding, right? It sets up the buys. It sets up the whole future of the college football playoff. And I think you want to punctuate that. You want to leave a lasting impression late in the season on the committee and show them, like, hey, we're the best in the country.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to establish the run. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. This is a designed run. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
DB's right up on the receivers. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Gets rid of it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
4th down, Underwood. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Straight ahead, it's Davison. Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the 1st down. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Dante Moore, under pressure, just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's hooked. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Hits inside. It's Davison. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. period will be a second down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
On the direct snap, it's Davison. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Punt is on its way. Trying to take it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets them up. 1st and 10 from the 36. They'll go to the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, the middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he crushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Gonna run it. It's Davison. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find...
Runs through a man. He might have space. The 40. He's at the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Ducks! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quick give. It's Marshall. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And now he's up to 14. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for room, it's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Throwing more. Finds his target. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Run in the red zone. It's Davison. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Moore will throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Underwood to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers.
Keep throwing to that motherfucker. He can't catch, nigga.
I tap my helmet like, dude, that
I'm spying that motherfucker, but still, yeah, he should be catching that shit.
Second down to the air. Finds his target down the middle.
How you got that in there?
Dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it
trying me out there.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Moving to his left. Unleashes one. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it did.
I thought I did. I thought I had him. I really did.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's Moore to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
We knocked the shit out that nigga.
And we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Moore. Extending the play. He throws one to the left. Intercepted. A first half
good punt.
turnover can swing momentum.
It's a good fucking punt.
And they head to the locker room to quarters in the books and time. Now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. Let's take a look at the USF Bulls, taking on the number 16 team, the Memphis Tigers. And it's USF coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This team is now red hot, 3 consecutive victories, and one of the most convincing offensive showings we've seen in a long time. Now let's swing you around to some other Big Ten action. It's all gone final.
Going to the run to start this second half.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And the Wolverines have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And go play action, Bryce Underwood. He wants to take the top off. And
No, that was a pick.
Inside the 35-yard line.
That was a fucking pick.
Long game, but they've got it now.
That shitty ass fucking animation.
Play call offensively, taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
Oh,
The
That was
Wolverines trying to
bullshit.
cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Grinding and churning.
Bitch,
Close
you have
to
to
the
work
goal
for that.
line, but he'll be stopped
You
inches
gon'
short.
better dive, nigga.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages
You
are
better make
really
sure
high
you
for
in there,
runs, and
nigga.
This defense was ready for it. They got to match the
Come
physicality
on.
right here, right now in this situation.
You ain't in there.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Wolverines! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
No, you accepted that shit? Okay.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Moore, play action. Look out! Takes the easy one to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape.
It's amazing how this nigga can run people down like
The
that.
Ducks moving quickly to the line.
That's crazy.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Turns it upfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are
Come
so
on.
good, Reese, at
Fuck
seeing
outta
the holes in
here.
the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Quarterback changing the play. Motion from the wideout. Moore. Left side is Hill. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Out wide right, it's Hill. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll run it on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You can see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. On the move, it's Hill. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
This is bullshit. They holding me on these runs. This is total bullshit. Fucking type of tackles this nigga getting. I should be out of that fucking hole. Look at that block. Fuck out of here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's changing the play. The give on the counter. Turning it on. And he's got
I ain't getting no juke. I can't get a juke button. Oh, bullshit, man. Sorry ass. This is gay.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short as teams want to make their move in the rankings. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. Right back to the well. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Moore. Right side, it's Griffin. Touchdown, Oregon! They move on top here in the fourth. Lining up to add another. Oh, do you just
get the fuck out of here.
Get
the fuck out of here.
That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better, but that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's dropped.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
Rushes on, grabs it in the middle. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there, and how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Handoff from the gun. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
The give on the counter.
How do I miss that tackle?
And they finally get him down at the
Get the fuck out of here.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. There he goes to the right. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Throwing, Underwood. Out wide right, it's Marshall. Got him right there. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll move the tight end. Sets his feet. It's Underwood. They're all over him. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Oh, he's got some space. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. There's some room. The 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back.
I swear, they do the gayest shit. Then my nigga miss an extra point. Make a motherfucker kick a field goal out of bounds. They just do anything,
Underwood.
boy.
Trying to beat the D deep.
Yeah, nigga, Elvis gave you the
2
tip.
minutes now left in
Won't
this
give me
one.
the pick,
Time
but they'll
is
let this
running
nigga get it on
short. They
deflection.
wanna find a way to pull
Fuck
this
out of
one
here.
out.
Fuck out of
They
here.
don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Drops back. It's Underwood. Finds his tight end. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Going for it all. Leaping grab for a big gain. The
They
chunk
gotta give
plays
me
that
this
they
fucking
love,
pick.
and he takes it all
They
the
can
way
give me
down
the
to
gayest
10.
jump animation. It's fucking crazy.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Again, it's Underwood. Lets it go to the end zone.
Get the fuck out of here!
How
How is that not a pick?
On first down and just about turned the
Fucking
thing
gay
over.
ass.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight.
Man,
no matter what the
try to build this nigga out, man.
That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
Fires to the end zone.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Incomplete. He was trying
Fuck
to
yeah.
find his
Try to
man
give
for
you that
6.
bullshit.
Man,
Better
the
earn it.
offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment in a 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
And it's good! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the fourth quarter. They're within striking distance, but they need the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump
Fill
on
this
the ball and
motherfucker
make sure
out,
they get
man.
possession.
Fuck out of here.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. One possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Jumped on top of the pile. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. More to throw for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Handoff to the lone back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams.
Shooter did all everything he could, make this shit tight.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game,
motherfuckers.
not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking
Fucking
in.
juke button
Because this
don't
is a
work no
ranked
more.
matchup, so when you get
I
this
can't
win,
get my
this is
broadcast
huge in the
angle
eyes of
fucking
the
on kick
committee.
return.
With respect to the college football playoff,
This shit's
this win
crazy.
just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like for the
Can't make
college
an extra
football
point
playoff
while
picture,
we're up.
How big is it to get a big
Then we
win,
fuck around and
a
kick it out of
ranked
bounds
win?
with
Now
the
you're
win.
probably gonna be matched up head to head.
Oh,
with
get
who's
the
better,
fuck out of
who's
here.
gonna make the playoff? Big feather in the cap.
Bullshit.
Big day for them.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Kept ripping me off on my interceptions. Oh my God.